Hello, welcome back to another FPL video. Hope everyone is doing well. We're still in the midst of Game Week 18, however the double Game Week 19 is right around the corner. So today I thought we'd take a look at how the team lines up, what kind of players I'm going to be selecting ahead of double Game Week 19. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you do enjoy the video, and let's get straight on into this one. So obviously first things first, we don't actually know the Game Week average, how many points I've scored this week. I've got 20 points so far after I captained Bruno Fernandes, putting me on 1,023 points, which sits me around 450k, so I'm not doing too badly. In the defence, how the team lines up is Martinez in goal. Now with Aston Villa, we do not know whether the Everton fixture will be going ahead. Most likely it won't, so most likely that will only be a Manchester City fixture for Aston Villa. Although, you know, going forward I don't mind holding the Aston Villa assets because they're due sort of 3 double game weeks now, I think. So long term I think it's fine, but for this game week likely we're only going to see a single game week for Aston Villa. Then for the rest of the defence, we've got Soufal playing against Burnley and West Brom at home. Unbelievably good fixtures. Unfortunately I couldn't quite get up to Cresbon as he's the one kind of bringing in the assist, but Soufal has got some attacking returns and isn't too bad for bonus points either, so I'm still pretty glad to own him and just to own a West Ham player or defender in general. Then we've got Eric Dyer. I was considering making a transfer to bring in a player instead of Eric Dyer, but I just think for a single game week against Sheffield United he's most likely going to get a clean sheet, so that's 6 points all but guaranteed. I know Sheffield United did just get their first win against Newcastle, where I think Spurs are going to be a lot harder to beat, and I think just 6 points, I'll take it, especially that we don't really know what's going to happen with a lot of the fixtures. We know that this game is most likely going to go ahead, so Sheffield United versus Spurs, quite an easy clean sheet there, so I'm happy with that one. Leeds, Dallas, everyone was kind of bringing in Leeds players before for this double game week. Now apparently, you know, depending on what happens with the Shrewsbury game, we may see the Southampton versus Leeds game postponed to another week, which means, you know, Leeds would only have a single game week. That would be a single game week against Brighton, so it wouldn't be particularly the end of the world, but you know, it'd still be nice for them to get a double game week. However, you know, it may mean in the future that people like me would be able to bring in Danny Ings for that fixture. So, you know, I don't feel I wouldn't feel too disappointed if this fixture was postponed or it wasn't. Then moving into the midfield 5, I'm really liking my midfield 5 at the minute. The only one thing is that I don't have Kevin De Bruyne, and that's just something that I'm going to have to stick with now. I made the decision a few weeks ago to bring in Rashford for Kevin De Bruyne, and I'm now just going to stick with it, and it meant I could bolster up my attack a little bit more, which we'll see in a minute. But we've got with Son in there as well. Sheffield United away, very highly owned player. I'm not sure how he's done this week so far because I'm making this before the Spurs fixture, but you know, hopefully he does well there and can do well in this game as well. Then we've got Rashford, Liverpool away and Fulham away, same with Bruno Fernandes. Tempted by the Bruno Fernandes captain. I'm currently on Salah, just the 2 home fixtures. I'm also, a part of me really wants to triple captain because, you know, 2 home fixtures for Salah any other season you would be doing it, that's the thing. And you know, Salah's been a little bit off form of lately, but he's still, the thing with Salah is when he was off the ball before, he genuinely looked bad, whereas right now he still looks good. He's just not been putting away some chances. I think he's going to create, and like, you know, in that game, the Manchester United Liverpool game, it really is a must-win game for Liverpool. So I think Liverpool will go all guns blazing, and hopefully Salah can nab some goal. But the same could be said for Bruno Fernandes and Rashford. You know, they're also going to go all guns blazing and hope that they can win that game. If they get a draw, I think Manchester United will take that as a win. But I think, yeah, Rashford and Bruno Fernandes look very good. That Fulham fixture looks quite tasty as well. Then obviously we've got Grealish as well, as I've discussed. That could only potentially be against Manchester City away. But even as a single fixture, I think Aston Villa have looked so good going forward this season that they, you know, Grealish could really do anything in any game. So I don't mind owning him there. It would be nice, obviously, to have a few more double game week players if the likes of, you know, Southampton, Leeds and Everton versus Villa do get postponed. If they don't, great, I have almost a full double game week team. Then taking a look into the attack, we have Bamford, as discussed with Leeds. They may not have the double fixture, but I still think the Brighton game is a very good kind of single fixture. The Bamford easily could pick up many points in. Then we've got Jamie Vardy as well. I know at the minute he's on the kind of 75% yellow flag. That always seems to be the case for Vardy. I've read up on some news on him, and it seems like he's just been given a break in the last game in the FA Cup game, and he will definitely be in contention for the Southampton game. So I think, you know, although Southampton and Chelsea have been very good sides defensively so far this season, Vardy and Leicester have been a very good side attackingly, and also Leicester just keep on winning penalties this season. Jamie Vardy's the one putting them away, so you know, I think Vardy does look like a great option for this double game week. And you know, that was the transfer I made. I went Kevin De Bruyne down to Rashford and then brought in Jamie Vardy, although, you know, I would now like to have Kevin De Bruyne because I took him out when he only had a single fixture. There is a small likelihood that Manchester Manchester City's double fixture may not actually happen because Villa, you know, whether they'll be back in time to train, we do not know. I think I'm just going to have to stick now with what I've gone with and stick with it for a while because I don't want to be chasing points from Kevin De Bruyne, and then, you know, when I take Vardy and Rashford out, they go and bang some goals in. So I think up until like game week 25, 26 is when I kind of plan on moving things around a little bit. And then in the bench, we've got Charlie Taylor, obviously still injured, unfortunately. Hopefully he can come back soon. He is dropping in price soon though, so it's something I have to watch out for. But I'm going to try to stop chasing prices because it has messed me up a little bit so far this season. We've also got Mitchell there, which was actually my transfer this week. I know I'm trying to not trace prices. However, just at 3.9 mil, I think Mitchell looks like a great option. He's due to go up 0.1 and Dunn's due to go down 0.1. I don't want to have to try and sort of scrape that 0.2 mil together for a 3.9 mil player. I think Mitchell now will most definitely be starting in pretty much every single game for Crystal Palace because Roy Hodgson really likes his kind of defensive attitude. So I think Mitchell looks like a great option for 3.9 mil. And then that final bench spot picked up by Brewster, who was really close to scoring against Newcastle, and you know, will just keep on picking up 1 or 2 pointers, so it's not a bad player just to have as a kind of fill option on the bench. Hope you have enjoyed this quick little preview team selection ahead of the double game 19. Let me know down in the comments how your teams are looking, any transfers, any decisions that you're kind of pondering, thinking of making. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new around here, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.